Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Haizan. Today, this time I act as the first speaker, and then my explanation will be continued by my friend Windari Yusrian. Today we will explain about grounded theory. Grounded theory is a grounded theory research is designed to develop a theory of social phenomena based on the file data collected in a study. Experience with the data generate insight, hypothesis, and question, which research pursue with further data collection. From inductive analysis of the data, the research of constructor concept. Here sent to form a theory by proposing plausible relationship among the concepts. The theory is thus said to be grounded in the data. For example, a researcher interested in mainstreaming in elementary school could observe a number of classrooms and conduct interview with teachers and students. Analysis of the data could lead to a theory about mainstreaming in the elementary school. The purpose of the grounded theory approach is the theorizing of the data. Theorizing is an action-interaction-oriented theory formulation method. Therefore, it is suitable for use in behavioral research. This research does not start from a theory or test a theory, such as a quantitative research paradigm, but start from the data to a theory. For that purpose, what is needed in the process toward the theory is applied an orderly systematic procedure. Furthermore, the analytical method offered by the grounded theory approach is the data theorizing grounded theory. I think that's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Windari Yusriani. I will explain about grounded theory. Grounded theory research is designed to develop a theory of social phenomena based on the file data collected in a study. Experience with the data generates insights, hypotheses, and questions which researchers pursue with the further data collection. From an inductive analysis of the data, the researcher constructs concepts. He or she then forms a theory by proposing plausible relationship among the concepts. The theory is thus said to be grounded in the data. For example, a researcher is interested in mainstreaming in elementary school could observe a number of classrooms and conduct interviews with teachers and students. Analysis of the data could lead to a theory about mainstreaming in the elementary school. And then features of grounded theory: data collection and analysis occur simultaneously. Categories and analytic codes develop from data. Pre-existing conceptualization. Not to be used, this is known as theoretical sensitivity. See below. Theoretical sampling used to refine categories. Abstract categories constructed inductively. Social processes discovered in the data. Analytical memos used between coding and writing. Categories integrated into a theoretical framework. Theoretical sampling. Glaser and Strauss, 1967, first mentioned theoretical sampling and described a process of generating theory from data, which includes collecting the data, then coding and analyzing the data. One makes the researcher makes a conscientious decision about what further detail they feel needs exploring as the new theory develops. It usually takes place after some initial key concept of or categories have been identified. For example, you might decide to interview patients about their experience of heart failure. They may talk about systematic errors occurring in the general practice surgery. From this analysis of the data, you may decide to approach and interview GPS to explore the views on patients' comments. Theoretical sampling therefore is used to produce more data to endorse or review the categories that have been identified in the previous analysis. Analysis of data in grounded theory. There are three stages of the data analysis in grounded theory. First of all, open coding. This involves line-by-line coding where concept and key phrases are identified and highlighted and moved into subcategories, then categories. This break the data down into conceptual components, and the researcher can start theories or reflect on what they are reading and understanding, making sense of the data. The data from each participant will be constantly compared for similarities. And then the second one, axial coding. At this stage, relationships are identified in the category and connection identified. And then the last one is selective coding. This involves identifying the core category and methodically relating it to other categories. The relationships must be authenticated and categories defined. Categories are then integrated together and the grounded theory identified. And then I will explain about the conclusion. By using grounded theory and adhering to this as a research method, a theory will be produced that is grounded in your data. It is a research method which uses strict procedures for data analysis and will enable you to search for and conceptualize the hidden social and collective patterns and contractions in your area of interest. I think that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.